When the engine starts and you have a job to do, all the while recognizing there's an element of danger. These engines make over 11,000 horsepower. That can be controlled if you're sharp on the starting line, during the run, but you also have a lot of confidence that with everything that we design at Schumacher Racing, our drivers have a much better chance than drivers 20, 30, 40 years ago of walking away if something does go wrong. Schumacher Racing was created in 1998 when Don and his son Tony put together a top fuel dragster team to run for the World Championship. And then we saw a pattern of growth that has brought Schumacher Racing to where it is today.
Stratasys allows us to take an issue that we see on the track, maybe on a Saturday or Sunday, and find a solution very rapidly before that next Saturday and Sunday competition.
Before we had access to the Stratasys 3D printers, all the parts that we made had to be produced with our machines. And generally there would be a process of trial and error, and everything would be kind of tweaked until it found the right form and function.
So our first project, taking on basically any form of 3D printing, was the funny car header project. And what it entailed was fixture components to make the funny car headers. And we didn't have the time to machine out new components. The race cars needed to be on the track with these new components right away. So it came down to 3D printing, and that's what took us out of the crunch.
We used to think of drag racing as heavy metal, and maybe Indy cars or Formula One as a symphony. But the difference between winning and losing in one of our top fuel races is inches. At the end of a 1,000-foot strip, we win and lose by thousandths of a second. So every piece that can be improved, even just incrementally, makes a difference between winning and losing, not just races, but championships.
Here's an example as far as taking something from a concept to a production part. So the original part was really heavy. Then we took them into another step further and said, well, can we 3D print these using the carbon fiber nylon 12? And we tested it out, and it was thrown on the dyno, and so far we've had very positive results out of it.
The way to control your competitive edge is to control the manufacturing of your components, the delivery time, the cost for production, and the technology. So by bringing all of those things in-house, we control our destiny.
One of our other fixture components that we created was a drill fixture for our new funny car body. That was another time-sensitive part. We used it with the nylon 12 material. We put drill guides inside of it, and it worked flawlessly.
Stratasys is a key component in our ability to produce parts in the exact form, fit, and function of the parts that will end up on these race cars.